Hello, NLCC family. For a moment, I want to put on my youth pastor's hat on for a moment and express a few things that's been laying on my heart. First and foremost, I wanted to thank how much love we are getting here in student ministry. Over the last couple of months, we've put some emphasis on youth here at times in terms of our messages as well as our small groups. We had Alex Martinez as a guest speaker about a month ago talking about the importance of influencing youth and what youth need from us today. If you joined men's camp, there was some fireside chats as well as a whole session together where we talked the importance about being a father to the next generation, regardless if you're a biological father, a stepdad, or a spiritual father, that the youth of today need fathers to step up and men to step up and take seriously the role of training the next generation, showing the next generation the love of Jesus Christ, and showing them how to follow God. And what has been so amazing is that the Lord has touched many hearts, and many want to find ways to actually interact with youth and to kind of join in on the ministry. And I got to tell you, it's been overwhelming, and it's just been a blessing to see. But I wanted to kind of talk a little bit that if you are truly called to be part of youth ministry, heck, we will plug you on in. And if youth ministry doesn't seem to be things, I know for a fact children's ministry could really use the help and support in the same way that we're receiving. However, I wanted to let the church know and just have this conversation that you don't have to be a youth leader to be an impactful and a positive influence on the youth of the church. And I wanted to give you a few ideas on ways that you can do so. First and foremost, when you see them on a Sunday morning, go up to them, introduce yourself, tell them how much it is a blessing and how much you appreciate them being there on a Sunday morning. There's many families and there's many churches, church families, not just here but everywhere, that makes church an option, and they don't make it a requirement. They don't even push them coming to church. And the fact that our youth are here, many of them, they're here because they want to be here. So hearing the words that they are welcome and wanted and they are part of this family, that you appreciate them there, can go a long way. Another way that you can interact with them is just simply asking them how their week was going, letting them know that you're praying for them, getting to know who they are as a group of teens there. If you are in the coffee house and you see a couple of teens hanging out, offer to buy them coffee. I mean, the quickest way to a teen's heart is probably through coffee. So buying them a drink and just saying, hey, would you guys like something? That's another awesome way that you could show love to our youth. If our youth are stepping into a department for service, whether it's children's ministry or tech or security, get to know them, show them the ropes. Help develop them as skills, because again, they're teens. They don't know what they don't know, even though they think they know everything. Show them how to do the task in a positive and a loving way. And it's at those times that conversations about God, about life, usually have an opportunity to be had. There is so many different ways that you can interact with our youth. Being a supporting force when we have fundraisers or you see camps, continue doing what you've been doing. But instead of working in the shadows, be present in their lives. Make them feel that they're a part of this church. I will tell you this, that there was always a saying, and it was said in a good heart, that the youth of today, these are our future church. I've always rejected that idea. You see, when it comes to the gospel of Christ, God is the same in you, in me, and in you. And when you have God, you are part of the church. So I do not say that the youth are the future church. They are the church. They're as much as part of the church as you or I, and they can be just as effective. We just need people to show them how and show them that it is worth it. Now, don't get me wrong. Because they're teenagers, they could be a little standoff. They don't know what they don't know, and sometimes their mouth runs afoul. Show them grace, but show them that there's a better way. Always speak the truth in love, and I guarantee that this next generation of youth will grow to love Christ like you did. They will grow to love the church like you do. And we may see some amazing things out of them. So join me in loving on the youth. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to be a youth leader, come find me. We'll get you plugged in. But I also want to let you know that it's not just youth ministry. Influencing the next generation is also found in children's ministry. I know Linda could use some volunteers. Some of you men, we've talked about this, and you being a very positive influence in some young people's lives would be amazing if you would volunteer as a teacher or as an aide. Find Linda if that actually is interesting you. And so I believe that together we can really develop the youth for the gospel of Christ, and it could be a real powerful thing here at NLCC. So once again, we just thank you for your heart, and please let me know any of your ideas on how we can be influencers on the next generation, and I look forward to partnering with you. May God bless you, and may God bless, not just the youth of this church, but all generations. Have a good day.